Hello my lovelies, so this is Lizzie from Love from Lizzie, and today I'm bringing you the March 2018 Love from Lizzie card kit. I know you're super excited to see what's in the kit, so I'll make this as quick and as brief as possible before I show you and we dig in. I just wanted to say an extra special thank you to everybody that has followed along on our Valentine's video hop over on YouTube to celebrate the release of a couple of new peel-offs. And we've had some lovely feedback from all my design team and some of the comments that I've had. Thank you ever so much. The drawing will be happening today. In the next video, in the product release video, I'll be announcing the names. We will also be notifying all of the winners from each of the videos on each of those videos. So do check the comments, make sure that you've got your notifications turned on to be receiving those details. And you have got a week to respond to the design team members to claim your prize. The sale was a roaring success, so much so that we didn't anticipate on how well it would do and how busy it would be. So we have been working like the clappers to get all of the orders out, as well as getting the release in. So tracking numbers for all of those orders are on their way to you if you haven't already received them. But anyhow, I'm going to dig into the kit now, and here we have the March kit, and it is the Fairy Garden. So what I'm going to do is, as ever, I'm going to take the embellishment bag to one side and we're going to dig into the A4 bag first. So as always with every month, my kits come in Ziploc bags. This is simply because many moons ago I ordered a kit from abroad because I'm in the UK, and sadly it got water damaged, and the cardstock was ruined, the pattern papers were damaged, so I've always put mine into Ziploc bags just to protect them all. So I'm going to start off with the cardstock just so that you get to see sort of the colour palette and set the tone. Because I make 10 cards from my kit, I always put in 5 sheets of cardstock so they can be split in half, whichever way you prefer to do it, to be able to make 10 card bases. Now this is American and Canadian letter size, so it's 8.5 by 11 inches. It's not the UK standard, which is A4, but we have a nice dark grey, a navy blue, a white, which is super smooth and alcohol marker friendly. We also have a cream, and we have this gorgeous blue. This is one of my favourite colours of blue. It's almost warm, which isn't something that you often associate blue with. So it's really lovely, pretty colour. And we have peel-offs. We have mint moonstone peel-offs this month. So this is another brand new colour, hasn't been released yet. So that will be something nice to add into your collections. And then I'm now going to run through the specialty cardstock, and I like to include some specialty just for die cutting or for just making some extra card panels. And as ever, there are 4 sheets which are 8.5 by 5.5. So these split in half to make perfect card panels, or you can score them and actually make them into very fancy card bases. But they're all pearlescent, and you've got this dark green with a lovely gold finish to it. I'm hoping you can see. There is also a white pearlescent, which is it's almost got like a blue sheen to it. And then you have this pearlescent silver, and then this lovely gold, which is like really warm coloured. So those are the specialties. And then we have 6x6 patterned papers this month. They are single-sided and some are specialty. And so we have some of these really cute little fairies over sort of like a pale pink, and then this is almost like a yellowy greeny sort of antiqued colour over a damask. Then we have some butterflies, and then we have almost like a grid with a mottled effect in the background, some butterflies and vines, some larger little dancing fairies, and then here we have a glittered patterned fairy and some blooms, and then we have just some fern leaves, we have some script, we have a pearlescent floral there, and then we have like a pearlescent trellis almost. It's a really soft blue with like a gold finished overlay, and then we have some glittered butterflies. So these are your pattern papers, 12 of those, and there are some sticker sheets as well. There are 4 of these, and they're all lovely and thin, and they're die cut, so they'll just pop straight off. So you've got some wreaths, some sentiments, just some little nice borders. But you get 4 sheets of these. So you've got Have a Lovely Day, and you have With Love there, and these are all glittered, some in part, some completely. We have Just For You, Fairy Dust, and With Love. And finally, Make a Wish and Have a Magical Day. And they're really very, very sweet, very soft, and I need the words for this, sort of girly. After last month's kit, I thought I'd try and change the pace again. I like to try to keep things a little bit different, and this was the direction that we went in. Okay, and so you're also getting decoupage this month with the kit. So we have, if you're new to decoupage, you have each item has a number. So the lower the number, the lower the decoupage sits on the page. So this is number 1, so this is the base. This is number 2, so you pop a few foam squares behind number 2 and then lay it directly over the top. Number 3 then would sit on top of this one, number 4 on top of that one, and then number 5 on this one. And then there's, some of them have sentiments on for you to add in. So you have this one, and then you have another one with little fairies, and these have all got this glitter effect to them. I'm hoping my camera picks that up for you. Then we have birthday wishes. And the nice thing about these is also is you could use this one as just like a topper for your card, and then you could use this one with the decoupage. So these do actually stretch quite a lot further than they first appear to. And then this one, I mean this one comes up 7 layers high, so this could be quite thick if you used all of them. Whereas if you split them, you'd have them 3 or 4 high. So that's ever so pretty, and just for you, and thank you very much, which is, you've got to love a pun. For a special friend, the little fairy on a toadstool. Loving wishes, with some fairies playing. And then a butterfly one, may all your dreams come true. And again, all with that lovely glitter. And then we have the stamp set. Now this month, because January I went to Creativation and was a little bit absent, and I haven't been in my Facebook group as much as I'd like to have been, I thought I'd treat everybody and give them an extra big stamp set. So instead of our usual 4x6, this is a 6x8 inch stamp set. So this is huge. And the reason being is I love these images, but I wanted them to be big enough to go on a card base in both directions. So you've got this one which sort of comes in from the side, but again you could stamp that up from the bottom of your card or from the side, however it is that you wish. And the same for this one, you could stamp this portrait onto your card, or you could stamp it landscape, and it would work very well. And then there's a dandelion with a few little getting smaller dandelions. And then you've got a few sentiments here. Now you've got sending very much a lot with and you. Now, by themselves, they don't make that much sense, but here's the stencil this month, and I'm hoping that you're able to still see. It says love and thanks. So you can have sending thanks, or sending love, or thanks very much, or love you very much, love you a lot, thanks a lot, or with love or with thanks. So if there's any other combinations that I've missed out there, please let me know. I'll be very interested to hear them. But this is all that comes in the large bag. And then we'll move over into the embellishment bag. And if you've been keeping up on the sneak peeks, you'll have seen a few of these. And so to start with, we have got the Sweet Lilac Nouveau drops, which are a gloss finish, and they're a really sort of soft pinky purpley colour. And then we also have 2 sheets of foam squares. Because we've put decoupage in the kit, it's always handy to have a few extra foam squares on hand. And then you have a reel of ribbon. One is a glitter, one is a satin printed with fairies, with butterflies. I'm reading the next set one. And this is a satin printed saying believe in fairies with little stars. And then you've got a nice green one with printed trellis and butterflies, and then with love with little butterflies. So you've got 5 meters of ribbon all wound onto a roll, which will make it nice and easy. You've also got a little additional stamp set, and she's teeny. She is, let me just have a little measure, 2.5 inches by 2 inches. And let me just see, hopefully that will help. She coordinates exactly with the patterns in the paper and the decoupage. You will also get, I'm just going to pull this all out of here, there's lots of lovely little bits and pieces. Now these are ever so sweet, and you get 3 of these in the kits. They are self-adhesive, ready-made shakers. So if you like the look of a shaker, but you don't enjoy the work that goes into them, there are these 3 for you to enjoy. And they are quite dimensional. I would hazard a guess at about 3 or 4 millimeters deep. And they are little, this one says fairy dust, and it's got little silver stars in. And this one is one of the fairies, and she's circular, and then another one which is fairy dust, but this is more pink, and this is more sort of purple. So you get those 3. You get a little bag of sequin fairies, and these little things are so painfully cute. So let's see if I can show you. So they are an iridescent pinky white colour, ever so super shiny, and they're embossed as well, so the hairline and the face is there, and her little dress is all in, the detail is all there for you. You get a sample bag of the Fairy Garden sequin mix, which again matches in with the colour palette. You get a little fairy die, and she is ever so sweet, but she is a standalone die, so she will work all by herself. You don't need to stamp or do anything else. So you can die cut her from the specialty, or you could die cut her from the Copic and then colour her in as you fancy, or really, really pretty little fairy. You also get some buttons, and these are very sweet, and these are printed in the same patterns as appear in the patterns paper, and you get 8 buttons. And last but by no means least, you get these 3, which are wonderful, and they're 3 little fairy wands, and on one side they're sort of striped, and on the other side they are smooth and shiny. and they've got a little loophole, so you could have them as a dangling star as opposed to a wand, or you could die cut your fairy and give her a bigger wand. The possibilities are endless, and I very much look forward to seeing what everybody does with them. So I hope to see you back very shortly. The product release video will be up in a few moments, and this is the Love from Lizi March 2018 card kit. We are under limited stock quantities. I think Creativation had a big impact on the subscriber numbers, as we have shot right up, and as always I have however many subscribers I have, I order kits for those, and then I order a percentage on top that I release standalone for those that aren't ready to commit to a subscription or just like to pick and choose which kits they receive. The problem being that percentage I do increase every month, however I never seem to increase enough. So last month we sold out super quick, so if you're interested in this kit I would suggest perhaps sooner rather than later, just to make sure that you get one, because once they're sold out it's very difficult for us to get more together because we have to start working on the next kit. But anyhow, thank you ever so much for sticking with me until the end, and I will see you shortly in the product release. Until next time.